Molly's class was just finishing their show and tell.
Well, that's most interesting, Humphrey. I'm sure that looks exactly like the flying saucer that brought your dog from Mars.
See, I knew it was.
You may sit down now. Thank you. Now, today, I've brought something for show and tell.
I can't wait.
Beautiful, isn't it? A budgerigar made of china, so it's very delicate. I saved up for it especially. Yes, Molly?
Did it take very long to save up for it?
It seemed to take a very long time. I was so impatient to get it. But it only took a couple of weeks. The longest weeks of my whole life.
That afternoon, Millie and Molly saw something they wanted to save up for too.
Oh, look at those doll's clothes. I think that pretty yellow dress would look just right on Dolly. And Jemima would just love the yellow and blue striped pajamas. They like yellow and stripes.
But Millie and Molly were going to be disappointed. They didn't have enough money for the dolls' clothes.
Not nearly enough. Don't worry, Dolly. We'll find a way to get you those clothes. That's right, Jemima. Molly and I'll just have to earn some more pocket money.
The two friends decided they could earn extra money taking people's dogs for walks.
Make sure Taffy Bogle is back in time. He mustn't be late for dinner.
We will. Oh.
Mr. Limpy was happy to pay Millie and Molly to walk Taffy Bogle more times than they usually did because they knew about walking Taffy Bogle. The two girls knew Taffy Bogle couldn't swim and to keep him away from the river.
Uh-oh. Come on, Taffy Bogle. Let's go another way. Good boy.
And Millie and Molly knew something else about walking Taffy Bogle. To always keep Marmalade locked up in the house, so Taffy Bogle wouldn't want to chase her and be too hard to control.
Here's your money. Thank you, girls.
Thank you, Mr. Limpy.
Come on, Taffy Bogle. See you again tomorrow, girls.
Bye-bye, Taffy Bogle. See you soon. A whole week of extra walks with Taffy Bogle, and we still don't have enough money. This is going to take forever. Jemima will be so disappointed if we don't get her those new clothes soon. Dolly, too.
So Millie and Molly began to walk Humphrey's dog too. Two dogs meant twice as much money earned.
Millie and Molly.
Poor Humphrey had chickenpox and couldn't walk Zoldan himself.
Don't forget, Zoldan only understands Martian. We'll remember. Zoldan, Zigada, Doa, Zanzigadoo.
So Millie and Molly spoke Martian to Zoldan and made sure they didn't go near the river with Taffy Bogle. And always made sure that Marmalade stayed inside.
Good dogs.
Because both dogs liked to chase cats and would be hard to control.
I wish we could get those dolls' clothes now. Me too, but we still haven't saved enough money. And do you see the nice doll's house, huh? Oh, and that toy pony? Yeah. Jemima would love to ride that. And Dolly would love to hold tea parties in that doll's house, wearing her new clothes. But we're going to be at high school before we can pay for those. High school?
The two friends were very impatient. They wanted everything, and they wanted it now. So Millie and Molly added Barker and Bouncer to their dog walking service to make more money faster.
Now be quiet, Barker and Bouncer. You don't want to be in trouble again for making all that noise. I thought they'd learned their lesson and didn't bark at cars or want to chase them. They just need to know who's boss. They won't ever do it again. Well, maybe we should keep them away from the traffic to make sure they don't have anything to get excited about.
From then on, Millie and Molly made sure they didn't walk Barker and Bouncer anywhere near busy roads. And they always spoke Martian to Zoldan.
Zoldan, this is that door.
And they didn't take Taffy Bogle anywhere near the river.
Come on, Taffy Bogle, away from the river.
And always, always, always they made sure that Marmalade stayed inside because all the dogs liked to chase cats.
This dog walking is so easy, Millie.
But with each day, the girls got more and more impatient as they waited to save enough money for the things they wanted to buy. So it wasn't long before Millie and Molly's impatience got the better of them.
Come on, Molly.
Not just yet. You need to finish your sandwiches.
But, Mum, it'll be too late to walk the dogs.
Well, then you shouldn't have spent so much time looking at all those nice things in the toy shop window. You have to eat your sandwich.
Okay.
And don't eat so fast or you'll make yourself sick.
Soon, Millie and Molly were so impatient to get to the dog walking, they forgot one very important thing.
Come on, Molly. Coming as fast as I can.
They forgot to make sure that Marmalade was locked inside the house.
Mr. Limpy, we're here to take Taffy Bogle for a walk.
As usual, Millie and Molly tried to avoid busy streets for Barker and Bouncer, as Marmalade followed along. And as they remembered to speak Martian to Zoldan,
Zoldan, ziga do donasta.
Marmalade tried to get even closer to Millie.
Maybe we should walk another dog. They're all so easy to control.
But as Millie and Molly turned before getting Taffy Bogle too close to the river, something terrible happened.
Marmalade! Come on, Marmalade, run! Try and hold them! Barker! Back! Taffy Bogle, come back! Don't go near the river, you can't swim!
But Taffy Bogle wasn't interested in swimming. He just wanted to chase Marmalade.
Stop running away! Look out, Bush Bob! Bush Bob! Bush Bob! Are you alright?
Better than my fishing rod. You'd better stop those crazy dogs. Something worse could happen.
Sorry, Bush Bob. Come back! Stop! Come back! Sorry! Come back! Heading for the road! Oh no! Barker and Bouncer will chase the cars!
But Barker and Bouncer weren't interested in chasing cars. They just wanted to chase Marmalade.
Blimey!
Farmer Haggerty! Farmer Haggerty! Are you alright, Farmer Haggerty?
I'm fine, I think. But you better stop those animals before they cause some real damage.
Sorry! Zoldan! Dig it up! Go on! River!
But Zoldan wasn't interested in listening to Millie's calls in Martian. He just wanted to chase Marmalade.
Oh, dear! Now be quiet, you noisy dogs. You've frightened this poor pussycat. And, oh, you've made me drop my lovely china budgerigar.
And it wasn't long before everyone was at the police station.
Yes, officer. Taffy Bogle is my dog. I live next to Millie, as you know, and I would like to say that Taffy Bogle is very rarely any trouble to anyone. Now,
Oh dear, what a terrible mess. And all because Millie and Molly had been too impatient. So, Millie and Molly set about walking only one dog at a time, patiently saving up to buy Miss Blythe a new China budgerigar.
Oh, thank you both so much. Just like the original.
And Bush Bob a brand new fishing rod.
Oh, it's a beauty. Better than the old one.
And they saved enough to replace the plants damaged by Farmer Haggerty's truck at the park.
How do you like your new clothes, Jemima? I think Dolly loves her new dress.
And eventually, they even saved up enough money to buy the dolls' clothes they wanted. And as for the doll's house and the toy pony, well, Millie and Molly will just have to be patient.